Well, of course, we're all aware that tax filing day is upon us, and maybe you could use some last-minute tips from an expert. Well, we have them for you thanks to CPA and TurboTax professional Lisa Green-Lewis. Good morning.
Good morning.
So what are some of the considerations right now? It's rapidly approaching that deadline. What do we need to be thinking about if we haven't started?
First, don't panic. You still have time. The deadline is April 15th, but you should get started. And you could start by gathering all your documents in one place. So documents that report your income, like W-2s and 1099s, and also documents for those deductible items, any forms or receipts that show those deductible items. And then you want to go online and e-file with direct deposit. That's the fastest way to get your tax refund.
So talk to us a bit about maybe some changes in laws that we might need to know about.
The first one I want to talk to you about is inflation adjustments, because these can really help tax filers' outcomes. And they've been adjusted the most we've seen in decades, about 7.1%. And one of them is the standard deduction. About 90% of tax filers claim the standard deduction. So if you're single, you're going to get a deduction of $13,850. Married filing jointly, a deduction of $27,700. And head of household, a deduction of $20,800. And then the next one is energy efficiency credits. Those really kicked in for tax year 2023. So if you put energy efficient windows or doors in your home, that credit went from $500 to up to $1,200. And then electric vehicles, now you can get a credit up to $4,000 for used electric vehicles. And then the last one, child tax credit. It's not a tax law change, but there's been a lot of buzz about the expansion of child tax credit. People were holding off on filing their taxes. And I just want to emphasize the IRS commissioner stated if that tax law is expanded, that they will make adjustments on impacted returns on their end.
Well, all of those are really big and great information. So what about the folks who maybe invested in crypto or got a side hustle? What do they need to know?
What you need to know is moves you make in your life, there's usually a tax benefit associated with it. So let's say you sold crypto at a loss. You could offset that loss against capital gains and lower your taxes. If you started a side gig, you're now self-employed, but remember your expenses directly related to that side gig, you can deduct those. So things like supplies, travel, your vehicle expenses.
And what about the folks who might want an extension? How does that work?
If you can't make the deadline of April 15th, you have to file the extension by then. And if you owe money, just remember that that extension is an extension to file. It's not an extension to pay.
Good advice. Can you send our viewers to a website where they can get more tips?
Yes, you can go to TurboTax.com.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
And we'll have more local lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.